Last time out, we put young Michael Jordan on the 2007 Cavs to see if he could better LeBron James's early peak. Now, it's time to do the opposite and put present-day LeBron on the 2003 Wizards to see if he can best an MJ that wasn't really trying. Can LeBron lead that bad Wiz squad to the playoffs and beyond, or will he phone it in like MJ?
Okay, since the way it works basically is, I could have gotten LeBron into this team, but it would have taken a lot of messing around. So what I've done is I've remade Michael Jordan into LeBron James at 37 years old. I guess he's 38. Is he 38 or 37? Anyways, he's old. He has 1 year left on his contract here in the Wizards. Now, you'll note, of course, that if you look at Michael Jordan from the 2003, at least in NBA 2K, right, he's 87 overall, whereas they make LeBron a 97 as a 38-year-old. So he's a much better player, at least on paper. You could argue, I guess, that Michael was kind of just, showing up to get a paycheck or to make the team look good, whatever. Just trying to sell tickets because the rest of his team was not great. But also, I did not remember they had Byron Russell on the team. Isn't it the guy that Jordan hit the shot over back in the day? But anyway, so we do have LeBron James here. He's pretty much exactly like he looks in the base version of NBA 2K right now. I didn't do much changes aside from that stuff. If I go in here to edit, you'll note, for instance, he is the correct size, 6'9", 250. You'll also note that I went through, if you really want to get into it, I went through and changed all the tendencies. So for instance, if we go to post game, he's got a lot less post work than MJ had at this era. Of course, we have hot zones change, so LeBron's hot zone's not nearly as hot as Michael's, and then everything. The only thing I guess I didn't change is signatures, and of course he looks like MJ. But so I may do that real quick after I cut here. But yeah, basically, this is LeBron James in 2023 crafted onto Michael Jordan's 2003 body. So that's pretty much all to see there. I guess I'll show this real quick. What I did do is we have Mikey Jardine, who is LeBron James with Michael Jordan's name. Now, the thing here is because I didn't want him to just take over the league, I did go ahead and make him a bust. So even if he does well out of the gate, he will eventually do very poorly. So hopefully that's not going to throw too many things out of whack. Honestly, I don't think we'll get, we usually try to do 5 seasons. I do not think we'll get 5 seasons just because LeBron is so old at this point. So I think we'll probably get 2 or 3 seasons. This will probably be a shorter save. But, what can you do? So I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the season. We'll see if the Wizards can make the playoffs, see if LeBron can do something that Michael couldn't, which is win a championship with the 2003 Wizards. All right. I will see you at the end of the season. Okay, so we have an interesting thing going on here. Jason Kidd is your MVP of the league. I believe that in 03, who would have won this? Let me just check real quick. It would have been, let's see. Tim Duncan, that's right. Okay. Yao Ming, of course, picking Rookie of the Year with a 14-12 season. Great year for him. Bobby Jackson, he's your 6th man of the year. Ben Wallace picking up Defensive Player of the Year. Look at that, 18 boards. That's Dennis Rodman-like numbers. Very huge season for him. Zydrunas Ilgauskas is your most improved player behind 21 points and 8 rebounds per game. And then Byron Scott and Stan Myers. I'm assuming Byron Scott is coaching the Lakers, but maybe the Jazz. I can't remember who he coached in this era. Okay, we look through here. So LeBron did make the, it's so weird seeing him as Jordan. LeBron did make first team All-NBA as a 38-year-old. So already doing better than Jordan, I believe, who I don't think made any. I have his stats up right now, so we are going to look through stats here in a minute. But I don't believe he made an All-NBA team in 03, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Anything else for LeBron? No. On the defensive team, there's a little Ron Artest, young Ron Artest, 23-year-old. Meta World Peace. Meta Artest, what does he go by now? I can't remember. And then Kobe, Tim Duncan. Man, it's so weird to see all these guys so young. And Ben Wallace, of course, leading the way. LeBron does make second team, along with Andre Kirilenko was around in 2003. Why does he seem like he's been... I feel like he was like a late 2010s player, but maybe not. Okay. And then, oh, Carlos Boozer picking one up for the Cavs there. Good for him. Okay, so yeah, so let's go here. Your Wizards are the 2 seed, so they are doing very well. I don't even know if they played in the playoffs that year. Remember, Jordan only started 67 total games. So let's go look at the stats, and then we can see how it compares between the two. So here we are, LeBron James. Whoops, LeBron James. Come on. Hello? Okay, there we go. No, this is per 100. We want normal stats per game. Okay, not that. All right. So LeBron James averaged 30.4 points per game. Now, of course, as you'll remember, this LeBron in this era is much better rated than Michael Jordan. So not too surprising to see that he averaged 10 points more per game than Michael Jordan in 2002, 2003, where Jordan averaged 20 points per game on 44% from the field. LeBron, of course, 53. Let's see about 3-point percentage. This is always interesting. Okay, so Jordan shot 291. Jordan he probably could have been a good 3-point shooter, but was not a 3-point shooter because of just, that's just not how he played. So the game was played, to be fair. Like if you go look at his tendencies, at least in 2K, his 3-point is very, very low. He like way lower than LeBron's, but LeBron shot 305, so not great. Jordan, I do believe, do we have free throw? Yeah, Jordan shot 82% from free throw, so he is beating him there. Now, here, some stuff is like, obviously LeBron is going to be a better rebounder. He's 3 inches taller, almost 40 pounds heavier. So him averaging 10 rebounds compared to Jordan's 6 is not too surprising. Same thing with assists. LeBron always has been a pass first type of guy. Jordan is a score first type of guy. Very different players. So seeing LeBron averaging almost 7 to Jordan's 4, not too surprising there. Now, here's the thing that's interesting is steals, right? So this is the one category that Jordan does win. Jordan, 1.5 steals per game. LeBron, of course, 1.2. Another place that Jordan does win, which is very surprising, given our last save where Jordan was hurt quite often, is that Jordan actually played in all 82 games. Now, he only started 67, so LeBron did start more games, but he played in every single game. So LeBron a little less durable at 38 than Jordan was at 39. But otherwise, yeah, Jordan loses in pretty much every statistical category. That is not, of course, surprising. It does seem like the modern game has made it to where LeBron has been able to sustain his level of play a little bit better. And also, at this point in his life, I mean, let's be honest, right? Jordan left the Bulls in 98 at the height of, no, not the height of his powers, but they had just come off a championship. He had led the league in scoring, and he retired, and then he comes back, 2-3 years later, and this is his second season back. Basically just, if I remember right, wasn't he like a part owner of the Wizards at the time? Is that true? I think so. And so I think it's very weird that he even came back and played. Yeah, he was the president of basketball operations as well as minority owner. So it was not like this Michael Jordan was out for blood like he used to be when he played for the Bulls. Instead, this Jordan was out to make money, which presumably he did because then he went and bought the Bobcats, if memory serves, or became a part owner of the Bobcats. But not too surprising to see LeBron do better. Now, here's the real question, right, is can LeBron win a championship? Now, let's look at the standings real quick. I'm opening up, excuse the clicking. So the Washington Wizards with Michael Jordan at the helm went 30, excuse me, what did we do? Conference? Wait, hello? Okay, we're good. Went 37-45, and these Wizards went 52-30. So really only what? Oh, actually, I said what? That's quite the gap. That is 15 games better than behind LeBron without any other changes. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear. Look at these Lakers, 42-40. But yeah, so it's pretty clear the Wizards are better with LeBron, which means that all we can say here is that LeBron's game ages much better than Jordan's. At least, I hate to say that. I hate to even say that, right? Because this was Jordan not really trying, right? If Jordan had been, fully committed to winning with the Wizards, what would have happened? Would it have been different? Who can say? Also, this Wizards team kind of like oddly constructed, just bringing in sort of, Jordan's favorite players, like or favorite, past teammates. I look at like Charles Oakley. I look at, I guess that's really it as far as like former teammates, but trying to bring in young guys like Kwame Brown, Larry Hughes, of course, Jerry Stackhouse, like kind of trying to, Jerry Stackhouse was at the time, he was like the next Jordan, right? And so this team kind of, trying to bring in a couple of guys to fill in those holes, kind of take over the reins for Jordan, so to speak. And then, you got guys like Charles Oakley, who was Jordan. Like, if you've gone back and watched the what was it called? Winning Time? No, the dance documentary. Losing Charles Oakley was like a big blow to Jordan in the 80s. That, kind of almost made him not like the owner of the Bulls at the time. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but Charles Oakley and Jordan go like way back. So having him on the team is probably a big deal for Jordan. They have like Christian Laettner, who, of course, like decent player, very good college player, very solid bench warmer for the dream team. And then, fine, I guess, in the pros, not terrible. But you got like Bobby Simmons, decent player. They have a lot of decent players, nobody too great, which is maybe why they're not going to win the playoffs here with LeBron, but we can see what happens. So like, we see this team, Larry Hughes, Jerry Stackhouse. And this is the one thing, right, is they signed Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice was not on the team, right? No, Glenn Rice was not on the team. So they signed Glenn Rice, which is a big move. Big-ish move. Yeah, so the other thing to note is that LeBron fits in better than Jordan did, because Jordan and Stackhouse obviously play the same position. So having LeBron slide over to the 3, that opens up another space on the team and maybe helps out, like, diversify the scoring a little bit more. So, wait, do they not have Kwame? Did they get rid of Kwame? So they must have traded Kwame Brown for Glenn Rice? I would take that trade. Kwame sucks. One of the biggest busts of all time, right? Okay, so can they beat these New Orleans Hornets? Who do the Hornets have, actually? We forgot to check that. Oh, wrong team. There we go. So this is the Baron Davis, David Wesley, Jamal Mashburn playing power forward. That seems dangerous, to say the least. Jamal Mangalore. Another guy. This always happens when I'm playing, but a guy that I definitely was like, oh, man, I have your rookie card, so you're going to be great, right? He was fine. Not great, though. Okay, so is LeBron going to sweep this team? It definitely looks like it. Okay, it's a clean sweep for the Wizards. Who will they face, though? Because this is Jason Kidd's Nets. This is like, Kerry Kittles, Richard Jefferson, Kenyon Martin, Dikembe Mutombo. Those Nets. Actually, do they have Dikembe? I can't remember. Oh, young Brian Scalabrine in here. Who do the Magic have, though? Because is this... Okay, this is T-Mac, Grant Hill era. Mike Miller's there. Sean Kemp is there. I don't think he was there in real life. That might be a new thing happening. But yeah, so will they be able to make it through? Let's find out. Interesting over here that even though they lost, they did not have a great record in the playoffs or in the regular season. These Lakers did go out and beat the number 1 seed San Antonio Spurs, who are just, you think about the guy, like the way that the Spurs went from David Robinson, the Admiral, and then got Tim Duncan. Of course, like an incredibly lucky choice for them, where it just like fell into. Also, can we talk about for a second? I'm sorry to completely throw us off, but that they have modeled Tim Duncan's stretch marks, which is like, why would you do that? That's weird. Anyways, but they went from, the Admiral being very good in the 90s, leading the team to some great playoff victories. And then they added Tim Duncan when Admiral got hurt. But then not only from that, right? Like Greg Popovich really is, say what you want about, some of the old timers, Red Auerbach, and then like Phil Jackson, say what you will about those guys. But the way Greg Popovich has like built the team up over and over again, he goes and gets Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and then from there goes and gets Kawhi, and now they're about to get Victor Wembanyama. As of recording, it will be tomorrow, 30 minutes from now. Not 30 minutes from now is the draft. 30 minutes from now is the day that Victor is going to be drafted by the San Antonio Spurs, I assume. Unless the Thunder can like throw 1,000 draft picks at them or something. But it's just so impressive, right? Unfortunately, not impressive enough to get them past the Lakers, who will go face Golden State. This Golden State team, this is like those young, this is like the I mean, this is what the Wizards would become, right? Because they have Gilbert Arenas and Antoine Jameson, who will soon go team up with, in real life at least, would go team up with Caron Butler to join that Wizard team that would become a thorn in the side of the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James in real life. Okay, anyways, let's go back to the actual save. Sorry, I've been tangenting a lot, partially because that's just what I do, but also partially because I know this save is only going to go a year or two, so I'm just kind of like letting my love of basketball flow through me. The Nets look like they're going to pull this one out. Can they finish it in 6? They do. So we're going to face the Nets. Now, this Nets team, very good. If memory serves, I'm going to actually look this up really quickly. Again, I apologize for the clicking because I believe this season was won by, yes, this was the San Antonio Spurs won this season. They beat the Nets, so it makes perfect sense. And the great thing is that 2003 is one of the years that 2K just lets you jump to natively. You don't have to like look up someone else's save or make your own. Again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I mean, look, 2K, if there's one thing you can do to make this game just blow it out of the water. Actually, there's two things. One, let me jump to whatever season I want. Let me just say, don't give me eras. Give me every year. If I want to play in 1983, just let me jump to 1983. That might be a year you can jump to. If I want to jump to 2017, let me just jump there, baby. And then the other thing is, we got to go all the way back. You have the draft classes. Just let me jump back. Even if it's a lot of fake players, I don't care. I just want to jump all the way back. I want to make a save where I sim all the way to the front to like modern day, where we don't have a 3-point line, and just see what would happen with the Warriors. Would Steph Curry still be the Steph Curry we know? Who can say? I mean, probably, right? He probably just wouldn't average as many points. But yeah, those are the things that need to happen. Anyways, again, sorry to keep tangenting. I don't know what is wrong with me. There's just something in the water tonight. The Lakers sweep Golden State and are going to face the Minnesota Timberwolves. And this will be KG's Timberwolves, of course, right? So KG, near the height of his powers. This is Wally Serviak, Joe Smith, of course, who would then, I think that's a Joe Smith that would go on to be like best friends with LeBron, basically. I mean, not really, but I feel like LeBron always was like, hey, let's bring in Joe Smith for the veterans minimum and add him to the team. But they're missing, I'm not seeing Sam Cassell. I'm not seeing who else. Like, would Latrell Sprewell have been gone by now? My Timberwolves knowledge is a little lacking in that regard. I don't remember exactly when those two guys were there. That might have been like 98, 99. I can't remember exactly. I mean, when did KG even get drafted? He was like, is he the year before or the year after, or the same year as Kobe? He came out of college to get drafted, somewhere around. I mean, yeah, anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and see if the Wizards, guided by LeBron, 98 overall LeBron, can beat the MVP. Who is it? Jason Kidd. And Kmart. Richard Jefferson, a terrible ref, great basketball player. Okay, it's 1-1. Let's go through the next one. Washington picks up another game. Miami. Minnesota is up 2-0 over there. Minnesota goes up 3-0. Washington's up 3-1. Can they end it here? No. Both teams, actually, both underdogs. Not really underdogs, but both teams with less wins bring a game back. How's it going to go here? Oh, okay. Both teams bring another game back. So the Nets and the Wizards are going to game 7. Miami, I did it again. Minnesota and LA are going to game 6. What's going to happen here? It is going to be the Wizards versus the Timberwolves. The Lakers' dream run from the 8th seed to the finals does not continue. The league MVP, Jason Kidd, is out of the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Finals. Can your Wizards win here? So the first game goes to the Wizards. Love to see it. We're going to look at the box scores for these. Oh my God, look at that game from LeBron. 36 points. This is the big thing, right? Is LeBron is going to take away more threes than Michael Jordan ever would. So that's going to change things. Oh man, what a battle. What a battle between these two. Prime, KG, old LeBron, just battling. A great game from both guys. Love to see that. All right, next game up. Let's see. Sim through. It's going to be we're going to go back. We're going to get tied it up. Jerry Stackhouse comes through, has a monster game, but it's not enough to take down KG, who's 32 and 13, almost a triple-double for the big ticket. Okay, let's go through the next game. Who's going to win this one? It's going to be the Wizards again. Wally Zerviak has a good game, but it's not enough to overcome Stackhouse and James, both having solid games. Stackhouse actually going 8 of 8 from 3 free throw. Larry Hughes coming out of nowhere to get 3 blocks. Look at Christian Laettner. 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals. Thank you very much. Also, Brendan Haywood, 3 steals. All of our big guys grabbing some steals today. All right, so into the next game, it's tied back up. We got Zerviak having another monster game. LeBron and Stackhouse both going cold from 3. Again, Christian Laettner, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Great game from him, but not enough. Oh, look at this. Anthony Peeler, 12 assists. What a guy. Okay, next game up is going to go to the Wizards. So they're taking it on. They have a very balanced team at this point because, you're seeing 30 point games from both Stackhouse and LeBron James. I mean, Glenn Rice, of course, coming in, probably solid. LeBron taking 9 threes and also 3 of 10 from free throw, and they still win. Wowie wee wow. It looks like just not, yeah, look at that free throw disparity. 35 free throws to 11. Ay, ay, ay. They took way more shots, but, you'd rather have the free throws, I guess. Okay, so we're going into game 6. Can the Wizards close this out and give LeBron, surprisingly enough, I knew, in my head, right, I knew LeBron would have a better season than MJ just because he's way better rated and because, in our modern era, players can play longer and be more effective because, just the game is more wide open. You're not getting those hard fouls like Jordan took. And also, to be perfectly honest, of course, everyone knows it, Jordan was not trying the hardest he could in 03, right? He was just there to get people in the stands. He just wanted to make some money as the owner, okay? So I knew LeBron was going to have a better season. I did not expect him to win a championship. Let's see if he can do it. The Wizards have won the championship. LeBron James is your MVP on nearly 30 points a game, 7 rebounds, almost 8 assists. So he's upping his assist rate quite a bit in the playoffs. That's a great season. Now, here's the thing we have to see, right, is are we going to get another season? So we're going to go to player retirements. Okay, we lost Stockton. Have we lost LeBron? Dikembe's gone. Irvin Magic Johnson's gone. No, even as a kid, I made that joke all the time, and it's just so silly. Okay, so great news. We get to do at least one more season. Oh, can we get to jersey retirements? Who's retiring jersey? Hall of Fame inductees. John Stockton makes it first ballot. Happy for him, I guess. He's kind of been saying some stuff lately that isn't the best. Okay, we will get to the start of the next season. See if LeBron stays with the Wizards or if he goes somewhere else. But I will see you here in a second. Okay, so the Wizards have a different old man on the team. They have, of course, just like in real life, they added Gilbert Arenas, although I don't know if that happened this year, but they did add Gilbert and 40-year-old Karl Malone. Now, we're going to have to go find LeBron. I'm not sure where he is. I will point out that Mikey Jardine has gone to the Portland Trailblazers, so he'll be out there. He shouldn't be very good, but we'll see how that goes. Let's find LeBron. He is, oh no, LeBron James has joined for a 1-year deal, has joined the San Antonio Spurs. Oh my God. They got rid of David Robinson, who I don't think retired, actually. Can we check? Did David Robinson retire? D-Rob, where you at? The Admiral? Yeah, he did not retire. He's still, well, what? Hold on. They didn't get rid of D-Rob. What? He's still here. I didn't even notice. Oh my God, 79 overall D-Rob. Still here. The Admiral's here. So they have, look at this team. Holy crap. Okay, so you have a starting lineup, I'm assuming. Obviously, Manu came off the bench a lot. Great sixth man. But you have a starting lineup of Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, excuse me. I keep doing that. I don't know why. LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and David Robinson. And then Bruce Bowen can come in and lock anybody down whenever you want them to. This team is ridiculous. Okay. They have to be the title favorites at this point. LeBron has gone from a 98 to a 94. He aging much more gracefully than David Robinson. And also, they're the same weight. David Robinson is jacked out of his mind. Have you seen that guy in the late 90s? He's ripped to shreds. And yet, he weighs the same as LeBron James, who's, what, 4 inches shorter than him? Is that right? Yeah, 4 inches shorter. But, okay, so there you have it. That is, okay, did not expect. They also have Earl Boykins. This is, and Darko, of course, why not? Yeah, sure. They drafted Darko, of course, perfect. Okay, so I'm sorry. This is just ludicrous what is happening here. Okay, so I think they're going to be the odds-on favorites. We might only get one more year out of LeBron. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the season. I will see you then. All right, we're at the end of the season, and Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant is your MVP. Not too surprising. This is, of course, like when Kobe started to take over, so not too big of a deal there. Mikey Jardine, even with me saying he was going to be 100% a bust, is your MVP, or your Rookie of the Year. 22 points, almost 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Very good season for him. Juwan Howard gets 6th Man of the Year. Shaquille O'Neal picks up Defensive Player of the Year. So again, just like last time out when we did this weird save of switching LeBron and MJ, Shaq is not leaving LA. He's sticking around. Tony Parker is your Most Improved Player coming from the Spurs, which is a team we're paying attention to. And let's see how they did. So Tim Duncan does get first team All-NBA. Can LeBron make second team? LeBron is second team All-NBA. We'd love to see that. Mikey Jardine, third team All-NBA. Why did I do that? That's so stupid. I'm so dumb. I didn't even change his position or anything. Okay. Let's see. So all defense, no. LeBron. Mikey Jardine does get all defensive second team, along with Tim Duncan. Vince Carter, second team all. Did he ever win that? I feel like I don't remember Vince Carter being one of those defensive players you would think about. Okay, John Easley. Interesting. Where's Darko? Where's Darko? Hey, where's Darko? Okay, fine. All right, now let's see. San Antonio, of course, is the 1 seed. Did Portland make it? No, Mikey Jardine cannot make the playoffs. All right, let's look through the stats here. Again, I only think we're going to do one a season or 2 more, so go ahead and look and see. Can we actually, let's look at the Trailblazers real quick. Oh, we saw that. Never mind. We saw him because he won awards. Okay. So, points. Led by LeBron. So, look at this. Golly, 2 guys right around 24, 25. Just, I mean, like, come on, y'all. This team is nasty. Nasty. I mean, they both stood, all 3 of them played every game. They all stayed healthy. I mean, this is, woo. Even Jarko's playing 80 games. Come on now. Okay, if they lose, whoa, let's look at this Memphis team. Oh, Memphis got D-Wade. I was like, how is Memphis good? Oh, they have Pau Gasol. They have Jay Will, my boy, White Chocolate, Corey Maggette somehow, Stromile Swift. I have an autographed, I don't. My wife has an autographed Stromile Swift right next to me on my right that you, of course, can't see. Pau Gasol. Okay, Wesley Person, Drew Gooden, Bo Outlaw, Brevin Knight, Shane Battier. This is what's fun about the old ones is you don't have as many created players because it's not as weird. Kobe at the height of his powers. Derek Fisher, Big Shot Bob, Devin George. Love Devin George. Maybe the only person to ever say that except for his mother. Brian Scalabrine, Rick Fox, of course. Kareem Rush. Look at that. Oh, Steve Kerr's come over to play. Luke Walton, future coach. Oh, my God. Do you remember Mark Madsen? I was look, I will admit right now that I was definitely a Shaq fan in the early 2000s and was definitely like riding hard for the Lakers back in the day, even though I'm from Oklahoma. All right, let's see if they can beat this Warrior team. And no shame in that. Look, Shaq was great and I was large, so he and I got along very well. Did he lose a game, interestingly enough? Okay, let's go through. I'm going to go slow because this Memphis team does seem okay. They do have D-Wade, but maybe we're going to sweep them? No, we did not sweep. Okay, they tied it back up, actually. This is worrying. All right, come on, San Antonio. Finish this out. San Antonio finishes it out. Continues the run to the playoffs, which we'd like to see. We're going to sim through this. We're going to get the Lakers. So this is a big matchup, right? LeBron James and Tim Duncan. I mean, this is like the class. Oh, no. Oh, no. Kobe's hurt, bro. Oh, he might not be that hurt. Is he hurt? How hurt is he? Where do we see injury history? We want what are they called? The Lakers. current. He is not playable. Twisted right knee. I wish I would tell you how long. Oh, May 22nd. I don't know. That doesn't help me. I need like weeks. Okay, let's see if Shaq Daddy can best the Spurs on his own. Spurs pick up game 1. Orlando. Who's on Orlando? Oh, T-Mac, Mike Miller, Grant Hill, Brian Grant, Moochie Norris. What a name. Okay. Yeah, not terrible. Mo Pete. Love to see it. All right, so they're not bad. Who's Nets? Nets still have the same guys, right? J. Kidd, Kerry Kittle. Yeah, they have the same, basically the same team. They added Juwan Howard and Leandro Barbosa. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see. Can Shaq finish us? No. Or will we destroy them? It looks like it's going to be a clean sweep. No, it is not. Kobe's back. That is probably... Can we look at that game? Did Kobe just go off? No, he did not. No, he did. Well, he didn't go off, but he had a good game. Okay, can we... Did he play the game before? Can I go box score, game 1, 2, 3? So Kobe has played before yesterday. He had a pretty big game. That's almost a triple-double. Very good for him. But not enough, of course, to win. Let's see. Can we finish this out here? Yes. So it's going to be the Magic. So T-Mac's Magic versus Tim Duncan and LeBron's Spurs. Now, you got to assume, right? We have 390 overalls. They have a 1. I just don't see Brian Grant and Jesse Dudley being able to handle Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Like, I'm sorry. And like Mike Miller, great shooter. Is he going to be able to match up with LeBron? I don't think so. I don't know who Jock Vaughn is, but like Manu actually has a chance to match up a little bit with T-Mac. Maybe not athletically, but at least like being a decent player. So I think this is probably going to be the Spurs to win. I say that at Magic at game 1. Tony Parker, 37 points. Look at LeBron just going off, 19 and 14, but 0 for 4 from 3. What did they do? Oh my God, T-Mac had almost put up a dime. Holy smokes. Okay, well, that's how they're going to win games. All right, can they win more games? No, the Spurs picked this one up. 26 points, 23, 20. I mean, 3 guys on 20 points. Earl Boykin even coming in and getting 14 points. Good for him. And T-Mac back down to earth. Only 24 points this game. It looks like they're going to need some hero ball from... Oh, my God. They're going to need some hero ball, but they are getting it from T-Mac. 36 points. 10 for 10 from the line. And they win by 4. LeBron has a good game as well, but does not shoot great from outside. Of course, T-Mac shoots 0 for 3, but... Yeah, man. That is... I mean, look at all those steals, too. So many turnovers. What did it come down to? Shot a little bit better from every place. That's what it came down to. They just shot a little bit better. All right, ties it back up. T-Mac does get 45 in this game, but we have 2 guys at 30 points to match that, and then also Tony Parker, 22 points, 12 assists. Great games all around. I mean, this would be an incredible series to watch, just to see like Tracy McGrady going off against 390 overall, like 3 of the best players in the league. Just, I mean, the guy is basically like willing this team to victory. I mean, they only lost by 1 point, largely because, I mean, look at how many free throws this man took. 25 free throws. He took 20 shots, y'all. 20 shots, and he took 25 free throws. Do you understand what that means? That means the man got fouled. He probably would have taken like 30 or 35 shots. Good Lord. Okay. On to the next one. It's going to be won by the Spurs. LeBron and, oh my gosh, look at this game from Tim Duncan. 22 boards, 18 points. Jeez Louise. Grant Hill, oh my gosh, wow. He completely fell off. T-Mac is tiring out. He's becoming tuckered out. He may not win. They may lose because of it. We'll see. Game 6 goes to the Spurs. LeBron James has won as a 38 and then 39-year-old. Done something Michael Jordan could not do, and that is continue his career as a winner. He, in the NBA Finals, as a 39-year-old man, keep in mind, this was like the era where Karl Malone was just like sluggishly playing for the Lakers, losing to the Pistons, and Gary Payton was doing a similar thing and then riding the bench at Miami with Dwayne Wade and Shaq to get the championship, his only championship of his career. But LeBron, at 39 years old, is averaging 29 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, and shooting 62% from the field. Are you joking? Is this real? Oh my gosh. All right. Now, here's the real question is he going to stay in the league for another year? We're going to find out. All right, so we lost Hakeem, we lost Karl Malone, we lost Charles Oakley. It's over, y'all. LeBron James is gone. Did David Robinson not retire? David Robinson also retired. So they go out winners. We only get 2 seasons, unfortunately. I really wish Bimbo Coles is gone. Danny Ferry's gone. Wow, a lot of guys retiring. Tony Kukoc, lots of dudes retiring. Arvydas Sabonis, surely he had a great career. All right, we only get 2 years out of it, but it was very eventful. It was very worth it because we got not 1 but 2 championships from LeBron, proving that at least as an old man, LeBron's old man game is a little bit better than Jordan's. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it. Of course, you can make the argument if you want to, and I would not fight you, that if Jordan was actually there to play and win, things would have gone differently. But we can only take what history gives us, and that is that LeBron James, as a 39-year-old, I said what history gives us, and I'm talking about the simulation. Okay, what history gives us is that Michael Jordan did not try super hard, and that meant that his teams were not that great, and he was not that great. LeBron James, on the other hand, has kept his body in tip-top shape. That is why he is the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Of course, you have to be a great player, but you also have to be great over a very long period of time, and LeBron has been able to do that, as evidenced here. Not only was he able to lead the lowly Wizards to a championship, but then he had the smarts to go and sign with San Antonio and win another championship. Now, what does this mean for the future? What can we glean from this? Well, friends, here's what I would say, is if I am the San Antonio Spurs, and it is 2024, and the draft is about to happen, I would draft Bronny James as soon as I can, so I can bring LeBron James over, and even at 40 years old, let him play with Victor Wembanyama, because they might have a legitimate chance if LeBron can stay in the shape he's been staying in. But for now, I'm going to sign off. This is a bit of a short one, I understand. I did go on a lot of tangents, so maybe it's not as short as I think it is, but I'm assuming it's a little short because it's only 2 seasons compared to our usual 5. We'll get a long one back next week or later whenever they come out. I don't really have a schedule. I mean, I try to keep a schedule, but not really worried about it. You don't care about any of that, though. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all had a great time watching this, and that whoever you wanted your team to draft was drafted. All you San Antonio fans out there, I wish you good luck with Victor Wembanyama. I hope that unlike Chet Holmgren, he does not get injured going up against LeBron in a summer league game or whatever that game was where it didn't really matter, and that he's able to play in his rookie year and have a great season. Because look, as much as the San Antonio Spurs are kind of boring and were one of the teams I didn't like growing up because they were going against the Lakers and Shaq Daddy, Greg Popovich, great coach. We'd love to see what he can do with a guy that is, for all intents and purposes, seems to be a potential generational talent. And so on that note, I'm going to sign off, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.